Alrighty, so this is our Bowman Draft Jumbo Hobby. So let me bring this back up. Sorry, I got an email I was trying to read real quick. Our Super Jumbo, we'll roll right into it after this. So good luck, everyone. I haven't broken a while, so if there's any familiar people out here, I think it's been at least a month since I broke anything. I think the last thing we broke was high tech. Oh, empty. The recorded video will go up to tonight once we're done, so if you guys want to watch it back, or if you don't sit here, don't feel like watching it live, it'll be on tonight. Like I said, if you're just getting in here and if you paid the first invoice for your break, we do combine shipping for, even though it's a different break, they're going to ship out together. So just wait for, just wait for this break to be over, and I'll send out an updated invoice for that. Box number 1. I haven't heard too much about this guy. Oh, look at that! I got a nice little throwback. So this is the first time I've opened up any draft. Got our first numbered card here, Thomas Ponticelli. First Bowman refractor. It's actually not numbered. Refractor. For the Indians. Nick Dunn. Refractor. Not numbered. Just gonna try to go through this the paper. Just kind of shuffle through it a little bit, fan it out so you guys can see if there's any. We got Mackenzie Gore. Something here. Jeremiah Jackson, number 2/402. First Bowman, little baby blue there for the Angels. And we will have a recap at the end. Refractor, Jake Wong. Refractor, all the refractors. I'll penny sleeve them up before I ship them out. Just a refractor for the Indians. Corbin Martin, paper number 299 for the Astros. Look at this backwards. There we go. Jeremiah Jackson. First auto. And it's for the Angels. Go. No refractor for the Red Sox. Parker Meadows for Tigers. Anybody out there? Silent. See a lot of people watching. Go. Medina for the Phils. Number 2/402. Saw Puig got traded the other day. I didn't see what prospects they got back for him, if any. Any decent ones. Refractor for the Marlins. Casey Mize. There we go. It is not numbered, but a refractor. I'm just trying to fan these out so I don't miss any autos or anything. Sometimes they sneak in between. Got a Cooker, refractor, refractor. Cease. Tyler Frank. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just a refractor there, numbered. Lolo Sanchez, refractor. Alec Hansen, refractor. Is anybody having problems on, if you're having problems on breakers, let me drop the, there's a YouTube link. I know Friday nights on breakers probably isn't. Hunter Green, refractor. Brian Hayes, number 499. Thank you. Yeah, if you're on breakers, you're having problems. I know Friday nights on breakers can be rough, so just drop the YouTube link. You want to go over there, and it just started if you're getting in here. Only on box number 1. And Grayson Rodriguez. Let's look that up. By the time I learn all these prospects, it's product will be gone. Tanner Dotson, refractor. Cole Winn, refractor. Nice first paper. Go. Refractor for the Cubs. Mr. Hazley here. Orioles? I should know that. I'm an Orioles fan. It's pretty rough, right? So if you're just getting in here, I'm just kind of fanning through these to make sure there's no refractors or autos in the middle. Takes on them. Daniel Cruz, refractor. Albert Abreu for the Yankees, number 2/250. Refractor for the Phillies. Refractor for the Padres. Should have one more auto. Take it back. Nicky Lopez, refractor. Mitchell White, refractor. Josh Naylor, number 250 paper. Peter Downs. There we go. Mr. Johnson there for the Marlins, Blue Wave. Yes, it is a base. Sorry, I didn't know that was. I'm sorry. I thought that was a statement, not a question. Rockies refractor and Marlins refractor. Just in the penny sleeve. Alrighty, box number 2. Spiders, do you have the Orioles in this? Are you an Orioles fan or just chasing someone? I don't like baseball. So just chasing someone? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that I'm probably about 45 minutes from the stadium, so it's probably a good thing. It saves me some money. Got to make at least a little bit of an effort to get down there, especially during the week. If I was 15 minutes away, I'd be there way too much. Alrighty, luck here. Box number 2. Vito. Levi Kelly. For the D-backs. Number 402. Mitchell refractor, Rangers refractor, Mr. Mountcastle, refractor, Bichette. I know he has a variation in here. I don't think that's it, though. Bichette. Him and Vlad should be up soon. O's fan, too. Nice. What do you think? What do you think of the new hires? Sounds like they're going to give the GM control. They're not going to interfere. We'll see. Swaggerty. Rodriguez refractor. Phillies paper number 250. Grab penny sleeves here in a second. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, they definitely needed to reset because, well, the problem is you know, they did pay, they just paid the wrong guy. But yeah, they basically gotta, in that division, if you're not gonna pay up, you gotta nail your, you know, your prospects and, you know, on them rookie contracts, hope they contribute. But yeah, it hurts when you really don't. There we go. For the Athletics, when you don't pay up and then you pay the one guy $170 million and he's statistically has the worst season in baseball history since like 1905. It's hard to recover from that. You know, for the Athletics, I repel you. Only Gorman. He's a big hit here. Yeah, they definitely needed to reset. I keep thinking that, like, that cutoff on there, it's really weird. I keep thinking because his leg. I keep thinking it's like a bad cut. Got green there. It'd be nice if that was an auto. Oh, Albert Bell. Jesus Sanchez. Shit. For the A's, Dallas Wolflock. Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, it is, but I'm also kind of excited. Number 299. You know, this year was rough, especially since everyone kind of. At least I thought they were going to fractor for the Phillies, fractor for the Angels, somewhat compete. So to fall off the rails like that was pretty rough. But at least we'll see. I'm trying to temper expectations with the new GM, but it's kind of refreshing that they're going to actually have a baseball guy, run it without management stepping in. Refractor, Mr. Mantcastle. Refractor. Oh yeah, that's one of the awesome things about Camden Yards. I mean, you can go in there, you can get in there, and that's the you take your own food in for free, your own drinks, as long as it's not alcohol. There you go, Chris Bubik. Number 2/499 for the Royals. You can get in there. I mean, go down and spend like $30, and that includes a couple beers. So get in the stadium for dirt cheap. But that might change because they're fighting right now with the Robert Ruiz refractor. They're fighting right now with the Nats to keep that Masson deal. I've read if they lose that, they're going to have to up the prices because that Masson deal is essentially paying for their salaries and all that, so they're not really. That's why the prices are so cheap. Refractor. So we'll see. Harrison, refractor. Oh, that's a floral. Nice one, refractor. Yeah, we're about right in the middle of there you go. Blake Rivera, number 299 paper of Citizens Bank Park, so Philly Stadium and Camden Yards. Even like as of a couple years ago, it was still fairly, I mean, now granted, like I said, it's spoiled being an Orioles fan, how cheap their tickets are, but it was still fairly expensive, even though they really weren't good. Joe Gray, first Bowman auto for the Brewers. Refractor for the Indians. Oh, let's penny sleeve this guy up. That is just a refractor. That's not numbered. Those numbers are probably. Alec Hansen. Number 250. Soto refractor. Mariners. Jeter Downs refractor. Adam Hill paper. Well, hopefully, Chris Davis. Hopefully somebody, if they can just like get up, have somebody take him for like, you know, the Orioles are obviously gonna, if it does happen, it's highly unlikely, are gonna have to eat most of his contract. But and I don't know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I don't know if they have any really tradable assets right now. Maybe, what's his face? It came over from the Brewers. Came over from the Brewers in the Scope trade, and he actually played pretty well. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. I mean, I could see them maybe trading him, but I mean, they have control of him for a few years, and I actually kind of like him. So it's nice to have a little bit of speed in our lineup for once. But I don't know if they really have any tradable assets. I mean, I think Alex Cobb, I'm surprised they haven't tried to trade him yet, just the way he closed out the season. You know, he pitched really strong down the stretch. So I'd assume they'd try to shop him, because he actually has a pretty friendly contract. I think he's got like 3 years remaining for like $15 million a year, which nowadays is pretty cheap for a starting. You know, he's a solid number 2. So I would be shocked if they don't try to trade him. I've seen some talk about Bundy, because I think he's actually due up after this year. Yeah, they are. But I like him a lot. I'd like to see, you know, I was kind of hoping they'd bring Scope back, because the Brewers, oh yeah, I think they could get something good, decent for Cobb. I definitely think they can get a solid prospect for him. For a guy that has 3 years of control, like I said, he pitched lights out down the second half of the season. Yeah, I think somebody would just, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you said, I guess it's kind of how desperate somebody is for Bundy. They still think he still has the stuff. His fastball's not what it once was, but he shows flashes. I mean, I guess that was Kevin Gausman too. Alright, box number 3. Oh, see, speaking of the Orioles, that's the first time I've seen him in a Orioles uniform on a card. Refractor, Brandon McKay refractor. Mr. Adams paper. Well, yeah, I mean, just going to the AL, I figured would help him, but, you know. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, nice. There you go, number 299. It's a big hit there. For the White Sox, I don't know what these are selling. I know his chromes are, his first Bowmans are selling pretty well, but I imagine those aren't too far behind. Nice hit there for the White Sox. I mean, you're leaving the AL East, their lineups. I mean, just the Red Sox and the Yankees alone are. Well, number 402 for the Angels. Yeah, I think the real, there you go, refractor. The only thing that just kind of, I mean, I was okay with the Gaussman trade. You know, I know they didn't get much back, but besides international pool money, and of course, you know, I was okay with it, assuming that they'd sign one of these elite international prospects. Oh, there we go, another one. But they didn't, so, you know, that kind of hurts a little bit. Kind of was banking on that. Refractor. Refractor. But I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad Gaussman's doing well. He seems. I met him at FanFest a few years ago, and he seemed like a pretty cool guy. Still waiting to see who brings Manny in. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the Yankees, so that'd be fun. Yeah. For the Royals, first Bowman refractor. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, he was hoping for what's his face, but that didn't happen. Another Casey Mize refractor, looks like that. So I mean, they kind of screwed themselves because they spent all this money prior to what's his face gaining out, you know, gaining status, you know, to be signed. So it left the door open for the Marlins to get close enough to offer him basically what the Orioles could, and he already said that he wanted to be near, you know, he wanted to be in Florida. So I don't know. We'll see. Go for the Indians. Paper. And another one. There we go for the Orioles. Looks like another base. 2 redemptions, both going to the Orioles. Fractor. Like I said, everything I've kind of read about this GM, I mean, this is his first, you know, GM job, so you don't know how it's going to go. But anytime they're taking control out of what's his face's hands, Angelos, it's kind of nice. So it sounds like he kind of told the Orioles he wasn't going there unless he had full control over signing players. It's different. Is that a variation? Assuming that's a variation. Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. So I basically live in the Delaware area. I'm right on the Maryland-Delaware line. So I work, you know, with a bunch of Phillies fans. So it's been kind of rough here. I don't know if, as much as I hate the Yankees, I don't know if I want to. Might be even worse. Just dealing with the people at work if he's in a Phillies uniform. Okay, nice one. Floral. I mean, the White Sox are pushing pretty hard for him. They read something that they basically said they're willing to overpay for either him or Harper. They want one of these guys. So we'll see. And they're going to be good in a few years. Speaking of. 2 refractors. Ooh, it's kind of rough right there. I think that's just paper. Miller refractor, Joe Adell. Joe Adell, I know he was a big prospect at one time. Beerling. And for the Cubs, Cole Rodner. First Bowman auto. Anyone but the Yankees, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would kind of be surprised. I mean, I don't know. I guess they didn't get any legit pitching, so they got the money to spend, and I think the luxury tax is supposed to go up. So they'll probably. Sure, they'll go after him. I'm sure they'll get him. But I mean, that'd be a nasty lineup. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's hard because of the they're Yankees, but it would be a nasty lineup to see. It'd be kind of cool to see, but like I said, I just wish it wasn't in pinstripes. Empty. Speed this up a little bit. Closing in on 10:30, so the super will probably get pushed back a little bit, but like I said, everything's set up for it, so we're just going to roll right into it after this. Got a little bit of a, just trying to send out invoices and all that. I got a little bit of a late start on this guy. Because the winter meetings, they just ended, right? So usually, I mean, I guess now MLB free agency gets dragged out until spring training, so I guess I don't really have to sign anytime soon. I got a feel. I don't know. It's just something. I got a feeling that the White Sox are going to get Manny. Said they're willing to spend the money. It's the one place that has the money that will let them play short. Yeah. Well, on top of those three, you got Sanchez. You figured he'd bounce back. Even though he batted 210, he still had crap ton of home runs. You figure, Gleiber, he's just going to get better. Greg Bird, he can't stay healthy. But if he can stay healthy in that stadium, a little short porch, they would definitely be. I mean, they're going to need it. They're going to need that kind of, because their pitching's going to be pretty rough. Refractor. Kendall, Hansen. For the Indians. So after the first of the year, okay. Yeah, I mean, no need to rush. I'm surprised these guys aren't, kind of doing what Trout did, where he kind of took a refractor. What did he do? Like a 5-year deal, 4 or 5-year deal. Basically, what what's-his-face just did for the Astros. He took 5 years for, $25 million a year. That way, when he turns 30, he could still get another big contract. You take a 10-year deal now. I mean, obviously. There we go. Parker Meadows, first Bowman. Obviously, if you're taking a 10-year, $350 million contract, really, I feel like at that point you're just counting pennies if you're trying to get 2 big contracts out of it. But I'm surprised more guys don't do what Altuve did, where he just takes 4 or 5 years then when he's 29, 30, he can get another big contract instead of, you know, getting a big contract now for 10 years, and then when you're 35, you're due up again, and, you know, on a downturn. But Fractor, green. If you are in the Super, and I know I said before that I was going to send out, you know, for you to wait to pay, so I can send out the second invoice if you already paid for the first, so I can update the shipping. I will take care of that after the break. I don't enforce it must be paid before the break, just because eBay allows breaks on there, so, you know, just do a no pay. Open up a case if you don't pay. So, and plus I try to get it as close as I can to the breaking time, so you guys, you know, bid and get right in. So, which does have its benefits, but it also puts me in a little bit of a time crunch. Well, yeah, that's the problem. And when they signed him, that was the first thing I said. I'm okay with the signing, even though I wasn't a big fan of it. Now, I didn't think he'd be this bad, but I definitely never thought he was going to be you know, they paid him off that MVP year, you know, and I think that was all Angelo's, because everything you read, he loves him to death. But, you know, they paid him off that MVP year, you know, and at best, you know, he's a 250 average with, oh, we got an orange there, with 40 home runs consistently. Sam Carlson, number 25 for the Marlins. I don't really think they ever really were going to keep Machado. I don't know. Ooh, check that out. Number 275 black for the Tampa Bay Rays, Matthew Liberatore. I think they kind of knew from day one. It's just the disappointing thing, and I get it. You can't, you know, I don't know, but I don't get it. But, you know, you built, you know, you got this guy, you build him up to your system, and as soon as he's in his prime, you just let him walk. Like, what's the chances of finding another Manny Machado? That's what they're trying to do now. They're trying to reset to get a Machado. So are you just going to do this every time you get another Machado when he's in his prime and it's time to pay him? You're just going to, you know, thanks for your 4 years. It's just kind of, it's just a little frustrating. But at this point, I should be used to it. Josh Brew, Brex. I just feel bad for Buck. The way that it ended for him. Okay, another one for the Tampa Bay Rays. Being a 29-year-old Orioles fan, you know, the only winning years I remember is under Buck, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a sweet spot for him. But just wish it would end a little differently. I hope he goes. I hope he doesn't. You know, I hope he manages somewhere, and I'd like to see him get a championship. Brandon Fisher. But the worst part about the Davis contract is, you know, they signed him when they were still competitive. They could have got, well, yeah, that's the thing. It just ended too quick. And that Davis contract messed it up, because they could have brought back Nelson Cruz, who carried them that whole season. You know, he was by far their best, you know, Nelson Cruz is one of if you look at his stats, like playoff wise, he's like one of the best. He's up there. When it comes, I think he's got like a 400 average in the playoffs. And last, Grant with Witherspoon. But they could have paid him, the 4 years. Obviously hindsight's 2020, but it's still that hurt him a lot because that year he was, and even I know he kind of cooled off in the second half, but he heated back up in the playoff run, and it was just, they should have just brought it back. They should have just ran it back because there was a lot of that when they got swept by the Indian or the Royals. They were with Manny was hurt. I think was Wieters hurt. Wieters was hurt. Markakis was hurt. So they're missing 3 key players. I think Davis was suspended, or he just came back from suspension for the Adderall. But they didn't want to give their best player for the whole year and an extra year. They just wanted to give him 3 and blew up in her face. If you're here for the Super, we got 4 boxes left of the regular hobby, so that's going to fire up right after this. Like I said, we're going to roll right into it. But it seems like, because I know Angelos is, isn't doing too well. He's been pretty sick here lately, so they're not giving him too much more time. But it seems like his sons, they kind of get that they don't know anything about baseball. So it seems like they're just going to kind of step back and let baseball guys run it the way it should. So we'll see. Alrighty, box number 4. Fractor. Ooh, nice. That's a big one there for the Mets. First Bowman. Base auto. Castle, Adele. Never too much about this guy here lately. I know he was big there for a minute. I have a couple of his Bowman autos sitting around here. Carlson, Corbin. Little. Reds, number 402. Navy blue. Hey Kyle. Rusty man, breaking off. It's been a while. Are you just getting in here, or you just decided to say hi? Or make fun of me? Fractor. Got number 250 for the Twins. And for the Pirates, Braxton Ashcraft, number 499 refractor. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do a little recap at the end. That was the final of the Caps and the Buffalo. Anderson refractor, Rooker. I'm guessing Buffalo took that, or you wouldn't be announcing it. Refractor. Okay, gotcha. Wait, what? What'd you have? Soccer? Two 1 Caps. Okay. I'll say that escalated quickly. Last time I saw it was 2-1. Go for the Twins. Gotcha. You play all year round up there? Guessing indoors. Heck. Mr. Diaz, refractor. Colton Eastman, number 250, purple. Refractor. Jeez. Good for you. I don't have that much. Much Will. Just playing some softball in the summer. That's about it. Number 499. Cubs. You're hopping in here for the Super. That's going to fire up right after this break. Empty. Yeah, exactly. That's because the multi-billion-dollar company I work for can't take care of its softball field. Too expensive. Yeah, we had a fight. We had a fight this year with them just to put more Diamond Tech down. Just, which is it's kind of. I mean, it's nice. They have a bunch of leagues. They got a flag football league. They got volleyball, but they take care of all of that stuff. Like the the football field is taken care of. The volleyball field, there's 20 plants within the area, and every one has a freaking volleyball court, and they all take care of it, and it's paid for. But our softball league, we have to pay for it. There we go. Keller. Let's start kind of. Logan Allen, number 2402. Hill refractor. Tyler Frank. Nah, it's not. They spoil us, but not that much. So you really shouldn't be complaining. It's just Josh Stowers. Maybe it's kind of cool that they have that stuff. So. We did shut down early today since it's the last day before the holiday. We shut down around 2. And had a few beers in the office, so that's why I'm a little tired. Day drinking, came home, took a nap, and then woke up and threw me all off. Can't hang anymore. Refractor. Jordan Adams. Purple. Nice. There you go. Kyle. Jumped in just in time. Jonathan India, number 150. Blue Wave. Now, Kyle, we do have, like, every, building has a quiet room. where it's just a room that you can like sign out and kind of just like, I don't know, I guess if you're stressed, you can just go sit at by yourself, lock yourself in a room by yourself, and just not quite napping pods, but woof. There. Monte Harris. Rollins. It's because you work for a bank, man. You're working for the man. Oh, refractor, refractor, refractor. Got White Sox. That's why, you know, I just make sure I work for a company that's only worth $4 billion instead of, there you go, for the Yankees. Base first Bowman, Anthony Siegler. We'll have a recap at the end. Like I said, if you're here for the Super, I'm just going to go right after these last two boxes. So we're going to roll right into it. So it's a little later than I said. It'll probably be around 11. It'll start up. I was at 10:30, but I'll push back a little bit. Refractors. Showing off my bald head. All right. Let's see. Empty box. Right. Trying to hold off for as long as I can, but it's getting there pretty quick. That Caps game over, or is it still going? You're pretty close to getting done. Alright. Box number 7. Haven't really gotten any like real low auto yet, so hopefully we can get something here. Bowman Smith refractor. Dragging a little bit. Let's get going here. Jake McCarthy for the D-backs, first Bowman auto. I haven't got any alerts on my phone. I haven't watched too many Caps games this year. Don't know why. Coming off a cup, figured it'd be the time I'd watch a few games. Eli Jimenez, Ryan Weathers. Arling. Yeah, for the Braves, paper, 250. Another Jake McCarthy. This one's numbered to 499. Let's see, let's get like one like low auto here. At least like a number to 99, like a green would be nice. Tristan McKenzie. Refractor. Nope. Uh-oh, there's a green. See if I called it. Get a green auto here. One time. Come on, green auto. No. Go. Yeah, right. He's in the right uniform, right? Yeah, because he was. Yeah, his first Bowman autos in Nats uniform, I believe. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure. Nationals. Wendell Pearson. Weird looking. Different. It's just the border of the wall. Kind of threw it off a little bit. Easy Mines. Go for the Mets. Paper, number 499. For the Cubs, Bowman. Alrighty, last box. We'll have a recap at the end. I'll do the recap and take about a couple minutes to. So we're gonna roll right into the super. Gotta get the Excel up for it. It should only take a second. I appreciate you guys your patience on. I know the super said it was gonna start at 10:30. I'll push back a half an hour. Definitely misjudged how long it was taking to open up that first break. It's been a while. Since it's been about 2 months since I've cracked anything. Took a nice little break. Alrighty, last box. Hopefully, if you haven't got something yet, hopefully we get something for you, at least some kind of refractor or a numbered card. They do load it up with refractors in here, even though they're not numbered. Not all of them, at least. Go for the Rockies. There's the Cubs. Nice. And for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. First Bowman auto, base. Royce Lewis. I know he's got a variation in here somewhere. I don't think that's it. Or 250 there for the Padres. Refractor. Ethan Hawkins, number 250, paper. For the Indians. And for the Cubs, another one, number 2, 499. I know we at least have one other auto of this guy that's been pulled so far. Cubbies, number 499. Refractor. O'Neal Cruz, number 2, 402. Pirates. And refractor. Should have one more auto in here. Shit. Refractor. Oh, it's green. And for the Astros, Jason Schroeder. First Bowman base auto. Refractor. And Fisher for the Dodgers, number 299 green. Last few cards here for the hobby jumbo, and then we'll go right into the super. Cantigore refractor. And last card, number 2, 250, Adam Wolf for the Tigers. Alright, let's do a, we're just going to do the auto recap. There you go, we got 2. The Orioles. Astros, base. Cubs, number 2, 499. Jeffers, base. Base for the Cubs. McCarthy, number 499, chrome. McCarthy, base. Yankees, base. India, Wade, number 150 for the Reds. Stowers, base. Twins, base. Pirates, number 2, 499 refractor. This is a big hit right here. The Mets, base. Base for the Rays. Number 275 for the Rays, black. Tigers, base. Cubs, base. Another nice hit here for the White Sox, number 299, Sterling auto. Joe Gray, base. The Royals, number 499, Athletics, base. Johnson, number 2, 150, wave. And Jeremiah Jackson, auto. Let me see. I don't think we had any. I'll just kind of fan through these real quick in case someone does decide to watch this. You can at least see numbered. I'm just fanning through these real quick just so if you do watch this and don't want to listen to me ramble and fan through the cards, and any numbered card will end up, I know these aren't in a penny sleeve, but they'll at least end up in a penny sleeve. I'm pretty sure this is a variation card. That's why I did it. Casey Mize, refractor. And then here we go. Last little set. So fan through these real quick. So these will all end up in, I don't know why they end up in there. They're just refractors. These will all end up in at least penny sleeves. The bigger names I'll throw on the top order. Alrighty, so that wraps up the hobby jumbo. I appreciate you guys getting in there. If you are here for the super as well, that's going to start up here in a few minutes. If not, you're cutting out for the night. Have a good holiday. Thanks for getting in this break, and have a good night.